But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline. DA, it's all yours. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time.
Cobb comes in for Taurean Prince. Luwawu is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Karis LeVert.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Back to Portis. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. That's how you convert through contact. Cobb simply doesn't believe in backing down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw drops in for Cobb. Knicks trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kept alive.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Harris's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Payton passes to Portis. Payton drives in. It's good for his fourth bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Yeah, Elfrid Payton, this has got to be a big boost of confidence when he can go inside and still score through the trees.
Pass to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, offensively, really like the way they're moving it around for the best look.
Here's Payton. 11 points for him in that last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Well, Elfrid Payton on a straight line drive. Pretty fearless on that attack.
Irving against Payton. Junior the pass to Cobb. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Cobb's got 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Payton passes to Barrett. And again, it's New York.
Well, that's a good confidence builder right there as RJ finds some room from the mid-range to knock it down. There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that RJ Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
And seeing Junior out there again, I was impressed with his time on the floor in his debut. Showed that he could pick his spots and contribute to this team.
Junior did not miss a beat when he came into the game, did he, Greg? Exactly the debut this team was hoping to see from him. And Brent, some breathless comparisons for R.J. Barrett. People throwing out names like Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
I mean, that's a ton of optimism around names like that, but this young player has a drive and a will. I think he has the kind of composure to show you what he's made of. And if it reaches anywhere near those other players, Kevin, he's going to have one heck of a career.
Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for R.J. Barrett.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Harris outside. Crawford, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Payton passes to Marks. Over Crawford. Brooklyn with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
There's the pass to Marks. With the fadeaway. Barrett, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Payton kicks it over to Marks. Got a piece of it. Back to Payton. From deep. Kept alive by New York. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Gibson using his body on the boards. He's great at using his timing to leap up and collect a second chance.
There's Crawford with the three. The rebound by Gibson. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 16.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Crawford outside. Irving against Payton. Out to the right wing. Cobb, wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game. Payton surveying the floor. To the paint, in transition, here come the Nets. Deep two from Crawford. He's off on that one. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Nets leading by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Marks. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Taj Gibson.
Taj Gibson is tough, proven veteran who plays well on both ends of the court.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him. Dinwiddie's checked in for Irving. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Hits the three-point bomb.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
New York calls timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then
Their team, so defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switcher also for New York. Harkless is checked in. Fade away. Here's Marks. It's good from long range. Marks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Dinwiddie against Payton. 4-on-3 break. Harkless on the wing, guarded by Crawford. Here's Marks. Back to Harkless. Clock at 6. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Some players don't like to attack the interior. Not the case with Junior. He'll attack anywhere he sees an opening.
Back to Peyton. Down low. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by the Nets. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. And Cobb gets it to go. Cobb's got 12 in the game.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Marks. And here is Gibson. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant. Harris finds Duncan. And good that time. 9 points in the game so far.
And what muscle from Junior. Welcoming the contact and just pushing his way through.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Passes it to Gibson. Outside Portis. Back to Gibson. On the clock. Barrett, no good.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Marks. 1:11 left now here in the second. To halt the run. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Harris.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Irving, good. Irving's got 11 points.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Winners. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. Brooklyn's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. To the inside, Duncan, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Luwawu. Dotson's checked in for the Knicks. Ntilikina looking it over. Here's Marks over Duncan. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 8. On the free throw, no good. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Harris is out there with Cobb. And it's Duncan in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Brooklyn making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Knicks. Frank Ntilikina comes in for Peyton. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in. Ntilikina's got his first 2 points.
Nice touch right there, Ntilikina.
Inside. And that one's good, Junior.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Ntilikina passes to Portis. Here's Marks. And that one drops. Marks has got 7 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
To the middle, here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And because of Junior's confidence and his composure, he has the ability to go on scoring runs like this.
Here's Marks, guarded by Harris. Winners, Portis trying to free himself. No good from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Dinwiddie, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Junior. 17 points in the game. Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Here's Junior, and the shot is long. The Knicks shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Knicks have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Nets. And a switcher also for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Cobb dishes to Dinwiddie. Here's Junior, and Duncan throws it down.
And I consider Junior to be a natural athlete. Really impressed with his ability to finish plays.
Here's Ntilikina. No good that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Feeds to Crawford. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. Winners. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. And the pass to Cobb, down low. Junior kicks to Crawford. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Junior's got his 6th assist on the night.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Pass to Marks. Gibson with it. Over Crawford. No good from Gibson.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Junior the pass to Crawford. He gets that one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes to Gibson. Outside Portis. The putback, rebounded by the Nets. Crawford kicks to Duncan. Open shot by Harris, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Knicks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Winners. New York, no good that time either.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
For the wing.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Knox. Taj Gibson is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Dotson in at the 2. The Nets shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. To the inside, Duncan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Back to Irving.
For the wing, baby.
Swiped away. And now the Knicks on the break. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Gibson. Yep, it counts.
Assist from Frank into the middle.
And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a
tournament
tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Crawford passes to Duncan. 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. He can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. Dotson in the corner. It's up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 15 here tonight. To the paint. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And the foul called on Junior. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Nets, Taurean Prince comes in for Cobb, and it's Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. And New York with a change here too. Robinson's checked in. Here's Ntilikina. High arcing shot, and the shot is good.
Pretty simple, sweet stroke there from Kevin Knox.
Here's Crawford. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Knox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Here's Ntilikina. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Temple. And again, it's the Nets missing. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Knox the pass to Ntilikina. To the inside, Dotson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dotson's got his first bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Knicks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Outside, Robinson. Down low. Ntilikina can't hit. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Luwawu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one drops. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked, so New York going with almost an entire new group here. Randall's checked in for Kevin Knox. Portis comes in for Damian Dotson. Marks, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. It's Randall with the drive, and then Randall slams it in.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, putting on a bit of a show here.
Duncan right side. Kicks to Temple. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Junior not shying away from the physical play right now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Harkless dishes to Randall. Back to Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Lets it go with a 3. Randall can't get that one to fall. Brooklyn's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. New York's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
Johnson outside. The pass to Luwawu. Inside. Here's Duncan. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Duncan.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and Luwawu gets it to go.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
To the middle, and Duncan with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Junior's got 33.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.